Yo, what's good, y'all, man? We got Scarlet with solo movie news. You feel me, man? PROF X returning to MCU. Patrick Stewart coming back? Question mark, man. Cause what happened to him, man? I don't want to say what happened to Patrick Stewart. You know what I'm saying? Fest X was crazy. That's all I gotta say. It was crazy, man. That's all I gotta say right there. Fest X. That scene alone was crazy, y'all. That's all I gotta say though. But yeah, like it up, sub, y'all, and yeah, let's get it.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Cosmic Wonder, where we talk all things Marvel and other awesome things as well. I'm your host, Warren Thompson, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is now in theaters, and a lot of fans truly love the movie. And honestly, it's really hard not to with some of the scenes that
I'll say 50-50 though. It's 50% going on, but yeah, but a lot of people do like it though. You know, we got some out there too. You know what I mean? Got some out there. I ain't fucking with it, but yeah, other people that like it
in this movie. And if you have not seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, we are going to be talking about spoilers. And for those who say, but simply saying that Professor X is in the movie is a major spoiler, no, it's not. They teased him in the trailer. You heard his voice and literally saw his chair, and he was.
When we heard his voice, we were like, that's you know what I'm saying? First X right there, no cap. Her voice right there, man. When they put the trailer out, and her voice was like, boom, you got hyped up like that, man. No crap.
The world premiere of the movie. So there you go. And according to Patrick Stewart himself, he might not actually be done playing Professor Xavier and could return to play him once more in the MCU. And it looks like Wanda is not done either, as Elizabeth Olsen has talked about returning to play the Scarlet Witch and what happens next, and we have a report stating that a solo movie is coming. So
yeah, I heard about that. That solo Scarlet Witch. Plus, my bad, y'all. And plus, she didn't really die. She just got trauma up. And plus, they you saw her, and then they, you know, so they can't move away, and then you see the building climbing down and shit. So she didn't really die though. You know what I mean? So that you know, that will let you know, like, it's gonna probably make a solo movie. But I say a Pringle over, you know what I'm saying, Scarlet Witch, or probably just probably a Pringle or recent, one of those two. But his rumors going around though, but you know, some type shit. But yeah.
So obviously we have to talk about that ending because this kind of goes against what we saw. So let's break down these reports and talk about what they mean for the.
And then those Illuminati was variants, so they come back. The same actors, they just gotta make it a little different. But they all variants though. You feel me? That's why they die so quick. And plus they cameos too. But you know what I mean? They variants. So you know what I'm saying? That ain't our universe. That's over there. So. They could come back. You feel me?
The future of the MCU. And of course, if you're new, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the latest Marvel videos. So, obviously, we have to talk about the ending of Multiverse of Madness because it seemed like the Scarlet Witch / Wanda had died. However, of course, we did just watch a movie titled Multiverse of Madness. In the multiverse, anything is possible. And of course, you know the Marvel rule. If we don't physically see them die, then they...
Y'all know how Marvel is, folks.
There is no guarantee.
But you already know, like Loki, they bring that motherfucking back like every movie. Come on now, Marvel's a fact. You know, Loki died. Well, we saw Loki die with Thor. He actually died though. Now he finally died in Thor, but they went back in time. You know, when Loki show. You know, y'all see that show and shit. But like they said, yeah, if we didn't die, we ain't see nothing. Shit. Go play that character again. You feel me? Okay.
Whatsoever that they have actually died. Now, sometimes this happens and we never see those characters again. But the golden rule is, if you don't see them die, they can come back.
Fair.
And it looks like the Scarlet Witch / Wanda is indeed coming back because Elizabeth Olsen is already saying things like she has ideas for what future projects involving the Scarlet Witch could be like. She said that there's a couple of different versions of what could happen with Wanda after Multiverse of Madness, and she says, I want to hear what the fans who know her best.
Yeah, I saw that too, yeah.
what they would like to see from her next. So this pretty much guarantees that she's not dead. And if you go back and you watch the movie again, at the very end when she is collapsing Wundagore Mountain on top of her, we see the first part in the throne room that's close up on her. We see some boulders and stuff kind of fall on her, but then it zooms out, way out, to where you kind of just see...
Yeah, I was saying, you just see the building just crashing. You don't see her. You
the
feel
whole
that's what
entire
they do.
structure on top of the mountain
Right.
fall down. But if you look closely at that moment when the structure falls down, you can see a beam of chaos magic. A red burst of light kind of shoots out. And if I had to guess, I'm assuming this
I didn't
is
see that though.
probably Wanda surviving somehow. Either that's her teleporting herself, her going and destroying the Darkhold and all of these other multiverses, which we do know that she did. Whatever happened there, I think that was where Wanda escaped. Wanda did her job. She destroyed the birthplace of the Darkhold and all of its ancient text that was on the walls. She also destroyed the Darkhold and
She showed the whole Darkhold. Like, she said, fuck that. I'm destroying that motherfucker. You know, I call it. And the only way she stopped herself from destroying everything is when she saw the kids getting scared. She was like, hey. Because nobody can stop. Even Patrick Stewart, the most powerful motherfucker, he was saying he was a man, though. He got sliced up in his own head. In her head. I'm like, damn, that's a crazy death. That's a crazy death to die on. I ain't gonna lie. No cap. But even him can't stop him. Even Dr. Strange can't stop. He like, hey. That's why Travis was like, hey, you know, let me see, you know. So she showed her what she, you know, and the kid was like, oh shit, who that? And that's why she, you know what I mean, stop what she did. She like, alright, bet. Let me stop doing this dark magic shit.
all of the other universes, which I hope they actually explain. And now she can kind of do whatever she wants, because you have to realize that Wanda didn't actually really do anything to our universe. Now, she messed up the Illuminati's universe.
But she did mess up, or, well, not really messed up, but the monster did from our universe, you know, New York. You know what I'm saying? But she cast the monster to well, really ain't mess it up. Just really get American Chavez. So yeah.
Big time, and we're about to talk about that when we talk about Professor X. But I don't think there are going to be many.
But no, Illuminati. But they all for the only one that survived is Morbius. What's his name? Morbius. Some shit. You know, I'm gonna call him Black Dude. Black Dude survived. Yeah, he survived, no cap.
Repercussions to our Earth 616 universe, because again, nothing really happened. Everything that happened kind of took place in the other universes, with the exception that, you know, the Scarlet Witch did kill some sorcerers. But to the public's eye in our universe, she's not a villain. They didn't see all of this happen.
That's what I was about to say. They didn't see that, so they probably they still think she's a hero.
Didn't do anything to Earth, so she can continue to live her life. But as far as what is going to happen next, well, there are rumors that we are going to be getting a true solo Scarlet Witch movie. Now,
man, I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna be fire though if we do it though. Please, Marvels, make a Scarlet Witch solo film, no cap.
These rumors have been actually out for a while.
They rumors though, but yeah.
The biggest rumors being that Elizabeth Olsen actually signed a new contract with Marvel Studios for multiple Scarlet Witch projects. Of course, one of those being a solo film. And recently, the insider account My Time to Shine Hello that has been extremely accurate with a lot of things concerning.
Oh, yeah, man, that dude be going crazy. That Hello count. I ain't gonna lie, he been accurate though, no cap. He been on crazy with all the news though. Like he be telling everybody like, hey, this what happened. Oh, this what happened. Oh, that what happened. You feel me? Type shit.
MCU has confirmed that a solo Scarlet Witch movie is in the works, which is truly great news because myself and I think the vast majority of fans truly love Elizabeth Olsen as Wanda.
Yeah, fast. You know, I would love to see that movie.
Slash the Scarlet Witch. And since she was the villain in this movie, I'm assuming that her solo film is going to be one where she is not the villain, but has a main villain of its own. Now, they did mention Chthon in Multiverse of Madness, and in the comics, that is where she gets her powers from. And we also know that the High Evolutionary is going to be the main villain of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And in the comics, the High Evolutionary kidnaps her and her brother, does experiments on them, and then returns them to their original parents. Plus, not to mention, Mephisto is still a character that can be introduced in the MCU that
Oh yeah.
Has a very deep connection to Wanda and her children. So there are definitely some options out there, but what would you like to see from a Scarlet Witch solo movie? And since the rumor is she signed a deal for multiple projects, that most likely means she's going to be in a group project. So perhaps she could be in another Avengers film, or perhaps she could be in something like The Midnight Suns. What would you like to see her be in the future? And now, of course, to talk about Professor Xavier, Patrick Stewart made his return as the iconic Professor X, and unfortunately he met a very, very bad demise from the Scarlet Witch in the film, along with the rest of the Illuminati. And side note, Reed Richards did say that he has children and that his wife is still alive. Of course, that would be Sue Storm. And in the comics, his son is Franklin Richards, one of the most powerful mutants ever, an Omega level mutant. So I have to wonder if his son is ever going to seek revenge on the death of his father and start to travel the multiverse. But I'll talk about that another time. Let's talk about what Patrick Stewart has recently said about returning to play Professor X again. In a recent...
You gonna die again? Damn, man, don't die again. I hope you just stay alive. Type shit, no cap.
Interview with Variety, Patrick Stewart talked about his future as Professor X. He confirmed that after Star Trek Picard Season 3, he is done playing John.
Don't pay full price on Apple when you can do this instead. Me Capital One Shopping.
On Luke Picard, but he is keeping his options open for Professor X. In the interview, he said, Charles Xavier? Yeah, there may be. You know, the whole X-Men comic series is so huge, so vast, there might be an opportunity in which he comes back. We'll see. This is incredible news, and yes, he did die in Multiverse of Madness, but hey, we know the multiverse contains
Yeah, it's a variant type shit.
Multiple Professor Xaviers, so Patrick Stewart could return as any one of those. And hopefully, they can stop killing him.
Facts, man. I hope they don't kill him again, folks. Like, come on now. He the powerful, man. Let him live for once. Type shit in the movie.
I'm tired of watching him die on screen. This should be the last death that we have to see. But maybe he could even play the main Professor Xavier in the main MCU. Now, I have to admit, he is pretty old to be playing this character that might require a pretty big commitment of 10 plus years. Probably 15.
I've had to say it too, like, he getting up there though, so probably gonna get somebody
Plus, they'll
else.
probably want a younger Professor Xavier.
That's what I was about to say too.
But hey, the multiverse is now a part of the MCU in a very big way. And it looks like there's going to be more multiversal hopping in Loki and probably a lot of other projects coming. So perhaps we see him again as Professor Xavier in another universe relatively soon in the MCU. I personally really would love to see this, and maybe he could even teach Doctor Strange a thing or two. But what's really interesting is the fact that he's saying this is way different than what we heard him say about 2 years ago. Now, obviously, we know that he was lying because he was in Multiverse of Madness, but at the time, he admitted that he met with Kevin Feige, and Kevin Feige pitched certain ideas for Professor Xavier to make his return. Now, Patrick Stewart said that he put the character to rest and that he wouldn't play that character anymore, but then we saw him in Multiverse of Madness. So we know that wasn't true, and
yeah, you know they got a lie and shit. You already know the deal. They got a lie and shit.
And we know that he talked to Kevin Feige about the future of Professor Xavier, so perhaps the plans for him to return are already in place. If so, how would you like to see Patrick Stewart's Professor Xavier return to our Marvel Cinematic Universe? And let me know what you would like out of the future of the Scarlet Witch and Wanda in the comments down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the Marvel videos. For live updates, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. And as always, thank you all so much for watching. Woof woof.
But yeah though, man. Yeah. But yeah, you know, I would love to see the Scarlet Witch film. I ain't gonna lie. I would love to see that though, and to see if that's Stewart back if he don't die. You know what I mean? Bring him back, yeah. Just let him live. If you're gonna bring him back, don't kill him. Please don't, Marvel, just keep him alive. Okay. But yeah, like sub y'all. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, let's see. But yeah, alright. Peace.